Beach erosion can be harmful for ecosystems by changing habitat conditions for such local fauna as seals, sea turtles, birds, and fish. Prosperity Sands reminds us that sometimes the construction of second and third homes supersedes considerations like loss of species diversity. As is the trend in other coastal towns, long stretches of Port Clovis's shoreline are now the exclusive domain of the wealthy. Baton Tordu was built just in time for the slow decline of golf as a popular sport. There would have been more protests surrounding Prosperity Sands were not the public already so known about ecological concerns in general. Golden Shore's development was originally met with local protests, but those objections were easily circumvented with campaign donations to Planning Commission Director Steve Traeger. The likelihood of catastrophic risk scenarios wasn't really considered when developers built a golf course in a flood zone. Lacking sufficient sand or protected dunes, heavily developed areas risk great danger from hurricanes and tropical storms.
What the sound of that?
Blah, blah, blah. Late-stage capitalism. Port Clovis considered removing these naval mines after the war, but the city had already spent its annual budget booking a Nickelback cover band for the 4th of July. Every summer, Port Clovis plays host to the Megasonic Electro Carnival, giving a real boost to the local MDMA. True hunters hold a deep hatred of wildlife in their hearts, none more so than the shark.
30 cents. I hope you're in the mood for a shark hunt, because that's your job.
Got it inbound.
shark hunters have close friends or family members who have been eaten or have eaten by sharks.
For a shark hunt.
The toast of the coast, Lieutenant Shannon Sims.
What the heck?
Hello there.
The situation has escalated, and the price on the shark's head has risen. Coastal erosion currently impacts over 70% of the globe's sandy beach environments. To look at the coast is to recognize that the boundary between sea and land is transitory, and that all life on Earth is just a cosmic accident.
Should have brought my fish finder.
I'm sure the shark's dead.
Another shark draws to a close. A bull shark is an animal of broad dietary proclivities. Unaware, the noose around its neck tightens thanks to a crack. Bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its way into the water.
Time for us to put down another shark.
Caviar Key provides a scenic setting for humanity's destructive impact on the natural world. If you're like me, you're probably wondering what their secret is for such durable papier-mâché. The ancient Greeks believed that King Poseidon ruled the waters, whereas here at Prosperity Sands, they're ruled by luxury leisure groups. A shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta.
We gave it all we could, I suppose.
It seems Port Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark. For now. In a not-so-distant future, a young visionary entrepreneur will spot these 3 shells while snorkeling and revolutionize after-toilet care. Fostering a balanced ecosystem is a complex and multifaceted process. What harm could arise from killing a bunch of seals? no one can tell what may be found in a shark's stomach, it's truly the ocean's garbage can. When it was discovered that their Stonehenge replica was astronomically misaligned, enraged Portclovians threw it in the ocean. The sea wolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food. The planet's great tides encircle the globe in constant motion. A day at the beach is a summer ritual that wouldn't be complete without plenty of sunshine, sandcastles, and circarial dermatitis. The Gulf is vast, 600,000 square surface miles to be exact, making it fifth among the world's cities. $500 million years of terrestrial evolution reaches its apex. With prosperity sands, spaceship, the appetite of this shark is nearly insatiable. This protein supplement has 0 additives, so the shark doesn't have to worry about hidden artificial colors or flavors. Being excreted by a shark is like a burial at sea. And who among us, the rogue shark must now be killed and publicly displayed to satisfy the city's thirst for revenge.
Bull shark. Dead hunting,
That's a
hunters.
fiend.
29 days, Prosperity Sands ain't had no shark attacks. You can thank OP for that. Prosperity Sands sure ain't.
Local resorts have responded to sea level rise by importing 285,000 tons of sand and counting.
Hey, Shark, get your ass out here.
The bull shark demonstrates the importance of getting enough minerals in her diet. This trimaran, like many before it, was lost in its journey to the mythological dry land.
Well, we've done all we could do.
It's another unsuccessful shark hunt for the people of Port Clovis. Stalk their prey, fully aware of the grisly horrors that await them on a single vista.
Breeze is complaining of shark attacks. They'll reach into their pockets real good for you, hunters. Radio says we got a new bounty.
No one sees nothing? Hell, I don't know. Maybe she's scared of us.
I like this beach you meet. Got a lot of nice-looking, wealthy women. Yeah, there's a court order says I can't be within 200 feet of the beach. But you can see a lot with a good set of binoculars.
Forever.
What's that there?
I just know she's close.
Coastal tourism in the U.S. continues to grow, leaving millions of naive Americans not really a gourmand. The bull shark will eat just about anything.
Hey, Shark, get your ass out here. Come on, Shark.
Thanks to powerful risk assessment software, we now know that this was a wildly idiotic place to build vacation. There's a very real risk of drowning while surfing, but at least you'll leave behind a cool-looking skeleton.
Can't be that hard. Hell, I don't know. Maybe she's scared of us.
Well, that got stuck.
The hunt is over, and there will be an inevitable rush on dollar drafts at the local go-to. Yes, it's quite beautiful here. Unfortunately, bull sharks can't see color. It takes 3 hours of training and $8 to become a licensed shark hunter, though very few bother with this formality.
We got a situation. Boat from the water. We got a shark that needs putting down.
Texas folk dock their boat at painted sails. But, you know, so do a lot of other New York couillons.
Nobody sees anything, huh? Never mind. All I see is
Don't know nothing about no raves. When you throwing a federal door on the beach at night, you just asking to be bit.
Probably right under me.
Wait, is that? Nope.
Humans' attention spans are short. They've already forgotten about the shark and her many crimes, so this ends the bounty. Shark hunters kill for the same reason we all do, to feel complete. The big fish is in quite a predicament.
Shop here, I do. Nowhere else in town got that mango butter facial scrub I like.
the shark returns once again to her safe haven.
I just know she's near. She's close. She's real close.
The Emperor of the Deep, the Great White.
I really should get them polarized lenses. I just know she's near. She's close. She's real.
The Great White is often referred to as the King of the Ocean, which gives it a skewed understanding of the role of a monarch in modern society.
Pack it in for now.
The powers of society have retaliated with deterrent action, but mankind is ultimately impotent to stop Mother Nature's vengeance.
Pete, what's in the barrels?
Fish food.
Pete, whatever this is, can I ask you not to do it?
Gonna get that shark. One way or another.
It's just that this is unnecessarily destructive. I mean, it's just one shark. There's a whole ecosystem.
One shark that killed my boy.
Pete, look, I understand.
Wanna keep tugging on this knot, you?
The torpedo-shaped kingfish prefers warm coastal waters and not being killed by sharks. To see this area is to witness the inability of the hydrosphere to support the growth of humanized landscapes along the Gulf. The solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. Prosperity Sands reminds us that sometimes the construction of second and third homes supersedes considerations like loss of species diversity. Due to Caviar Key's increased coastal exposure, storms that had a minor impact 3 decades ago cause significant flooding today. Protein caches like this one are a convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake. Over the course of a bull shark's life, it will ingest quite a broad assortment of flotsam and jetsam. Anyone who has delved into the stomach contents of a shark is acutely aware that they'll eat just about anything. After losing to King Crush in the 2011 Monster Mania semifinals, Big Finn stepped away from the limelight for a simpler, more natural way of life. Even for sharks, it's important to create personal time for sober self-reflection. Goaded by lusty appetites, the shark's sole aim is to eat and evolve. The shark uses lipids from high-fat fare like this to help fuel her reign of terror. Have exploded here. Bad news for seagrass, great news for orcas who enjoy torturing and eating them. Shockingly, this was only Alex's second worst birthday. Mutagen 23 is certainly heating up the evolutionary arms race. Even after the creation of a killer clown task force, clown-related homicide still remains a problem in Port Clovis. This shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination. The bull shark is able to attain larger maximal sizes through selective feeding. As is the trend in other coastal towns, long stretches of Port Clovis' shoreline are now the exclusive domain of the wealthy. As the terrain of the Gulf Coast is relatively flat, even a small rise in sea levels could trigger an immense loss of land. The gluttonous grouper eats fish, octopi, and crustaceans. Orcas do enjoy playing with toys, but not half as much as a day-old seal carcass. The predatory scavenger is often quite content to dine on whatever wastes fall to the ocean floor. Conventional apprehension methods having failed, authorities send out a motley collection of untrained, unlicensed individuals who work here.
Roll out. We got a shark
I catch 3 of them killer whales, they got their fish fingers. You could say I got a real keen eye for talent. Although, the wheelers really gotta work on those side aerials.
Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world.
Or is that just Port Clovis?
The hunt ends. But this is a mere pause in the eternal struggle between man and nature.
Wait, is that? Nope.
Once you accept that our modern industrial civilization is just one among many that have risen and fallen, then you can find a similarities to our inevitable ways. After years of eating the same meal of frozen herring at Fish Fingers, Casanita just wants her favorite comfort food, raw shark.